Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Birr from the Kimball Library. We're here again on a Thursday to make another craft. And while I was thinking, what should we make today, I thought it should be something big. So I've decided on an elephant. That's pretty big. It's not something that we see every day. We usually don't have them around in our yards or pets. So I thought, why not make an elephant? We could hang it up someplace and laugh when we looked at it. So here's the elephant I made. This is really a heffalump. I would call it a heffalump because he's pretty big, but he isn't really gray like elephants are. But I thought we could try a hand at making a heffalump or a gray elephant. So let's start. What I have here are 4 pieces of paper. We'll make gray this time because elephants are gray, so why not do it the way it should be? So we'll make a gray elephant. And the first paper, this is easy to do too. We're going to make his face on the first paper. So we'll just start at the edge of the corner here, and we'll just take off all the sharp points, and we'll keep going around until we have, it won't be a circle, but it will be in the shape of a round, fat face. So let's see if we can do that. You try it with your scissors too, when you get a chance to make your elephant. So it's just going to be around and around till we get to the bottom. Pretty easy. There he is. And then you might want to cut off a little bit just to make him look like he's got a fat face. There he is right there, an elephant's face. Next, we're going to make his ears. This is a pretty easy project, as you will see. You won't have a bit of trouble making it. And I'm going to make 2 ears at once because why not? It's a lot easier to cut, and then both of the ears will look the same. Well, we're going to do the same thing on our paper like we did with the face, except we're going to hold it the long way so it looks tall. And we're just going to go around the paper and then make a little curve here like our ear looks. Let's see if we can do that all the way around. You'll see. Just like a big ear. Round the top, clip off the papers. Then you could just take a little loop, the bottom. Keep going, till you get down to the bottom. Up the side again. Oh my gosh. It does look a little bit like an ear, I think. Look at that. So there we have 2 gray ears and our face. So we're almost finished. The next thing we have to do is make our trunk, which is a very easy thing. And the trunk is just long. And so we would just fold our paper from the top lengthwise until you find a size that you like. If you want a little fatter trunk, okay. If you want a skinnier trunk, okay. I think I'll make mine about this big. And I'm going to fold the paper all the way down so we have a nice cutting line. So it looks like that. There's our cutting line. Now I'll cut. And then we'll have our trunk. And trunks are very important to the elephant too. He washes his body with it, picking up water and splashing himself. Of course, he uses it to gather his food up. So here we are with a trunk. So let's begin to put our elephant together. We have the round face that we made, just like that. And we'll do it not this way, because elephants don't have long faces. They have round faces. And then we'll take our ears and we'll put one on each side of our face. And I'm going to put mine in the back. I'm going to put the ears in the back so the face shows first and then the ears. It's like that. Putting the ears in the back. And then we can take our tape and put some tape right on the front of our, if we'd like to, or you could use glue as well or paste. I'm just using tape today. So there is my face and my two ears, right like that. And then we turn it over, and we have to glue the same on the back too, because the ears are kind of big and flabby. So we want to hold them down. And you can always rearrange your ears if you see that they don't look the way you want them to. But mine will be just like this. Then we have to put on the mouth, the big eyes. I think I'll make a pink mouth. And that's just going to be a little, I'll draw it first. I'm going to make like a little V, just a little mouth like that. See it? Just a little tiny mouth. Looks like a little tongue, doesn't it? And then I'll cut that out. And then we'll glue it on right at the bottom of his mouth or his head. And I'm going to use tape again to put that on. So it's right at the bottom like that. There it is. Next, I'm going to put some big eyes. And I think I'll use pink again. This doesn't, I don't think elephants really have pink eyes, but I'll need two eyes. So I'll make two pink eyes. And I'm just going to make them kind of big, round. Looks like a little door, doesn't it? Just a round, that's all it has to be. I'm going to put those right up here on the top. And I'm taping them again. This might be a silly looking elephant, but yours might be silly looking too. And then I'm going to put his eyeballs in, just right in the center there. So you can see him. And I think I'm going to outline his mouth too, and kind of try to give him a nice little smile. Then we'll take our piece that we made. Mine fell on the floor. Here it is, our trunk. And we'll take the trunk. I'm going to make a little tiny, I'm just going to cut off these little edges right here so it's not quite as sharp. That'll be the end of his trunk. And we're going to take that and roll it up. Roll it up from one end right up to the other. Just roll it up, just like that, so it looks like a little tube. And of course, when we let it go, that's how an elephant's trunk works, doesn't it? It moves just like that so he can gather his food and his water. So I'm going to put that right over his mouth. And then roll him up again. I might put some eyelashes on my elephant. I don't know, but mine might want one. Elephant, maybe eyelashes on both sides. So now I have a gray elephant with pink eyes, a little pink mouth, and a long trunk. Now What we could also do is take a bright, cheerful color. I thought maybe purple would be pretty, or even bright yellow. And I'm going to make a V like that and put it right at the top of his head, right between, so it comes down like this on his, right like that. Because it could be a royal elephant that we're looking at. And if it is, then I'd want him to, where are my scissors? Here they are. I'll just make a little V. So we can just put our paper right up to see how big that V needs to be. It doesn't have to be really, but just so it fits right between his eyes. Let's see if this would do it. It might. It would look like that. Might have tassels on it or gold ribbons or something like that. But I'm going to just paste this on with my paste. Just a little V, that's all it is. I'm going to paste it in place so it looks like a beautiful cloth that's between his, right on the top of his head. And then I'm going to put some more glue on top of that piece. And I'm going to sprinkle some glitter, because if he's a royal elephant, we would like him to be very glittery, goldy, so he shines. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. I'm just sprinkling enough so that we'll see how beautiful it might be if he were a royal elephant. I think that will do it. Then I'll shake off the extra and hold him up so he does sparkle. But you could decorate an elephant any way you wanted, or you could use polka dots to make a heffalump. I think it's fun to make an elephant. And you don't usually have a big picture like that in your room, do you? So why not have an elephant? Okay, that's all we're doing today. See you next time. Bye-bye. Have a good week. And come to the library.